In the beginning, Part 3, The Immortals. As Earth grew older and seasons changed, Earth renewed herself in a multitude of ways, realizing time did not always travel in a straight line, it sometimes circles, unravels. All she thought she knew when she was so young turned out not to be true, or if it was truth, it was spun. So young she thought she could make it alone, look ever inward, call her own self her home. But as she grew, she started to see things she didn't know through her son, eternity. And eternity, who was now grown, and also to her daughter, who she was known to all the universe as a god of space. Her name was Infinity. She was courageous and brave. And along with her brother, they played and they played as they grew in strength from their mother's embrace. She taught them of the universe, of expansion, contraction, the importance of harmony, of addition, attraction. The universe is here for us, she told her girl and boy. But it's an equal exchange. It's not just a toy. So she taught them how to grow and learn to be sustainable as the universe heated and it cooled into a place that was maintainable. Seasons came and seasons go, she was known to say. But if you learn to dance along, you'll avoid dismay. And in this world they grew and lived and had so many blessings, so many friends, so many things, though mostly just window dressings. So, when they learned from her one day the milk their mother freely gave to strengthen them, it was too late. It weakened her to a pitiful state. So while Earth sat under the stars, comforted by a vision from afar, seeing the dream as it began long ago, the pattern made reality that had been sown. All was connected, she saw in her dream, and when she would pass on, she would not cease to be. It was not of light or of dark, this power that thought, but something much deeper than the initial spark. The idea that it was nothing at the start is just an illusion that came from a limited point of perspective, all of us. We were a grand collective, and when she woke up she spoke to her kin. Don't you all worry, for there will be no end. The darkness that will come, it cannot be averted, but it's just a new beginning. I truly do assert this. But Eternity heard this, and he did not believe. I will not accept your death as a thing of destiny. But Earth, she simply smiled, said, you do not understand. I'm not going anywhere. My form's just changing plans. For all the universe is just a grand orgasmism, all interconnected, part of a greater vision. Eternity scoffed, and Infinity, she scoffed also too, and turned their backs on Earth, saying, wait here, we'll cure you. Eternity, a beautiful young lad, was able to travel into the past and infinity. She, immensely expansive, the whole of the universe she was granted. Together their powers were mighty, immense. There seemed to be nothing they could not defend. And the problem of change they would not concede. It was something to which they would not heed. So, while Earth insisted there was nothing to fear, the young ones traveled about in search of a clear path they could make or rule they could break, some way to keep Earth just the same. So they traveled through time and inside a quark, and they traveled through space back to the first spark, past a million bright stars that were galaxy spanning, but no answer came. It was truly damning. They reached the edge of creation, and then they looked inside. They saw the dark light at the edge of space and time. Both father and mother, the nothing it did speak. He, she was like no other, said, you can't change the things way be. For if you were to change one thing, something else would fight it. If you don't allow the earth to change, some other planet fights it. So be at peace, for I do say, you cannot change the path, the way. So hurry now, please, hurry home. for Earth will soon have to go. From the edge of creation, the siblings look back, not wanting to admit they could not change Earth's path. We'll talk to death, walk amidst bones, and go back to Earth where a new road will unfold. We'll change all the rules, all the world of creation, make a new universe, an eternal nation. And they traveled across this river of souls, journeys so long they forgot the way home. But they found nothing there, no solution to death. It was then that the earth whispered softly and said, I passed on already. But don't worry, I'm not really dead. Don't you now see and now understand? This is all just a dream, and there is no wasteland. The two looked at each other, and they left death's side. Listened to the music of the universe as they thought of Earth and cried, hearing far beyond the things they could hear with their perception. They heard the faint whisper of the original heartbeat that had been there since inception. As eternity and infinity flew through time and space, knowing nothing ever ends truly in this place, for new earths come and new earths go, all goes as the dream does flow. Or at least that's a story I've heard 'twas told. I don't really know if it's true, it's certainly old. And although I've said in the start there was nothing, till the nothing started dreaming itself into something, that's not really true, not 100%, but these words are all half-truths. They're limited yet. So while there was nothing, it was no empty space. Inside it contained all the possibilities you could face. And at the end it circled right on back to the start, into a new beginning that begins at the heart.